Okay. Okay. Raw. I watched such a good weekend of wrestling shows from the G1 Climax, night one for the A Block, and Slammiversary the next night. Watching two very great wrestling shows. Slammiversary was great. The G1 was great for New Japan. Now we transition back into WWE Monday Night Raw. And what do I have to say about this and this entire... Should I say it's a shit fest? What do you want me to go off on this? Jesus, where do I begin? Cause let me say this right now. This is a go home show. I should say that too. This is a go home show. And I almost didn't even know that till later tonight, cause I forgot there was a pay-per-view this Sunday. I really did. I forgot Extreme Rules was this Sunday. And what was it? Newark, New Jersey they were tonight. And, I'm going to explain more about that in the end after I kind of get through this whole show that this was a go-home show. But what do we kick it off with, huh? We kick it off with Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, which, who in God's name made that t-shirt today? The man's man. What is that, Seth's new shirt? The man's man. Something about that is just very cringe, and I wouldn't want to wear that, and I wouldn't recommend anybody wearing that. The man's man. That just sounds strange. But Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins went against Zelina Vega and Andrade Cien Almas in and this is, I don't know if this makes sense a lot, a mixed tag elimination match. Okay. And I'm sitting there wondering, okay, this is a mixed tag. I get that part. Which, of course, they're only going to have the women attack the women and the men attack the men. But when your partner gets eliminated, does that mean, well, just for example, if the guy gets eliminated, does that mean the woman fights the woman and the man? Or if the man gets eliminated, pretty much same thing, vice versa. The man would fight the woman and the man, or the woman would fight the man and the woman. And a lot of that doesn't make sense to me, because it ended up first with, this is an elimination match, but it ended up first with, Vega tapping out to Becky Lynch to the disarmer. And they had Lacey Evans pop up at ringside, which they ended up brawling for a quick second until, they broke them up. They go to commercial break, and we restart. We got to remember, people, WWE, they do this thing now, which, Fox or whatever's doing this, that we got to do these restart matches because we can't have any wrestling during the commercials, which this is just looking even worse every week, I feel like. I don't know how they're pulling it off, but it's really not going well. I think they need to stop that. But pretty much, I guess it was restarted. It was with Rollins and Almas, and Becky Lynch was on the apron, and Vega was there by ringside. And as the match kept going, at one point they were on the outside of the ring. Pretty much they brawled. Vega tried to do a Hurricanrana on Seth, but Seth caught her. Becky hit her with a drop kick then. Pretty much Almas attacked from behind. Seth went to see if Becky was okay. Becky pretty much told Seth to move, which she actually got tackled to the ground, as Seth was pissed in, asking if she was okay and everything. Pretty much as they kind of got back into the ring, Seth ended up hitting his was like that running knee thing, and he hit that curb stomp for the win. So Seth and Becky retain. I just think the rules were just really strange in this match, because I'm surprised Vega was even still out there, even though she was eliminated, and Becky can't really attack the guy. So this is just Seth doing the match by himself. That's why I say it didn't make sense, a mixed tag elimination match. But yes, Seth and Becky won, and Corbin comes out and attacks him, and Lacey gives Becky this, I would say, looked like a really stiff women's right if you played it in slow motion, by the way. It looks kind of stiff, but they ended up knocking them to the ground. Paul Heyman walks by, the guy that's allegedly writing this show. I don't know how much that is true in that, but he's technically writing this. Paul Heyman, of course, before he said anything, they had Becky and Seth say something about love makes you blind and it stinks or something. That's why the true power couple. But Paul Heyman, of course, he is here just to tell he's the advocate for Brock Lesnar. And Extreme Rules is this Sunday because he knows something of Extreme. He knows something of Philadelphia. Of course, you're going to get your ECW chance. And then, of course, he has to say, Brock could be either going against Seth. He could go for Kofi. So Paul Heyman at this point is just here. Other than, I guess, taking over the show, he is there every week to tell you that, Brock, he's here to tell you that Brock's got the money in the bank, so he could pop him anytime. He could pop up anytime. Talk about what happened in WrestleMania 30. It's almost pretty much the same thing. It's just the same thing with Heyman now. It's like, Brock, you don't know where he'll cash in. It could be tonight. It could be this Sunday. It could be whenever. I don't know, because he could screw one of them. But, hey, maybe I'm just screwing with him. Maybe it's true. And he ended up dropping the mic and went away. So you get your usual Paul Heyman, Brock's coming type of thing. They then also talked about the Strowman and Lashley thing last week, which now it is a last man standing match. So I guess Strowman can really, heal that fast from a ruptured spleen, which I'm no doctor and I don't know how ruptured spleens work, but I know you wouldn't be back in after a week though, okay, to do a last man standing match. But people are saying, oh, there were rumors he had a ruptured spleen. I swear they just said he had it and that was it. But since y'all want to say ruptured spleen and stuff, how is he doing a last man standing match this Sunday? Makes no sense. Once again, oh God, this thing. The 2 out of 3 falls thing continues. And who are the main stars of the 2 out of 3 falls if they're involved in a match? You have, of course, Miz and Elias. But this time, the Usos and the Revival are also involved. The Usos pretty much cut a promo talking about coming to the ring, saying they come for the titles this Sunday. This match was just weird. The first fall ended with both. Well, it ended with the Shatter Machine on one of the Usos. Second one happened. What was it when? I don't know. Skull Crusher finale on Dawson. The third one was just Usos kicking the crap out of everybody. End up hitting the splash on the Revival. I don't know, man. They just go so crazy with these. I don't know. What was this, like 5 minutes in general? This whole 6 to 8 minutes, I think. I don't know. This 2 out of 3 falls thing is just ridiculous, and I'm just sick of seeing both Elias and Miz in 2 out of 3 falls match. They've just overkilled it. That I don't even know where this is going. But some people say Vince is probably tired of this whole 2 out of 3 falls thing. So hopefully he ends this. I don't know. I'm just taking what I read on some things. I can't really believe every site, but some have credibility to it. Next thing you know, they go to the 24/7 title with Drake Maverick and his wife, Renee Michelle. Yes, Renee Michelle. Gotta give it to Spud, man. You gotta give it to Spud. I don't care who you are. You gotta tip your hat to him or clap your hands, man. The dude, he did well. Okay, he landed some good shit. I can't hate on that. You got a 10 on me. You good on that one. You gotta give him a clap, man. That's some good shit he landed on that. How he landed that, I'll never know. But good on Spud for landing that. And pretty much as he talked about his honeymoon and everything. Of course, she didn't really want to be there. Why? We at Raw. But pretty much as he sat there, they said, she didn't like what was going on. And I guess she encouraged him to join on the crate to, get this on and everything. He wanted to show the world why he's the greatest, champion here. I don't know why you would come to Raw since everyone's gonna, chase you. But I'm gonna give you the honeymoon that you deserve. And she pretty much told him that they would consummate the marriage then, which Spud was all happy about it. Pretty much says, I'm finally going to get it on with my wife. So pretty much you're going to hit that. I know he's already hit that and everything. But, they got to go by this acting like, yes, he's married, but he hasn't fucked her yet. That's pretty much the whole thing. I guess that what's consummate means, I tried to figure that word. I don't know why I just didn't look in a dictionary. Alexa, what does consummate mean?
The adjective consuming is usually defined as strongly and urgently.
Okay. I said consummate machine. Okay, Alexa, what does consummate mean?
Here's something I found on reference.com. A consumer in science refers to an organism, typically an animal.
Okay, I'm done. Alright,
on
fuck
other
it.
animals or
Alexa, stop.
plants.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Just stop. But pretty much the Spud finished talking. Of course, the usual people ended up chasing him. So, you know, why would you show up on Raw if you want to still be the champion if everyone you know is going to chase you? So why are you here? So, we're going to see more Spud throughout the night and his wife on the crate, which everyone has been talking about all night on Twitter. They had Shane and McIntyre. I guess they would talk to some beer vendor about teaming with Roman Reigns. Rey Mysterio made his return, which was very strange to me because I did not hear about this till today. Mysterio's been gone for like, 6 weeks since he surrendered the U.S. title to Samoa Joe. And now I feel like a lot of this doesn't make sense now because Joe's not the champion anymore. He's going for the WWE Championship. Ricochet is already in a feud, so I don't even know why Rey is here. And, you know, you talk about one of the hardest things he had to do and told doctors say it'll be a long time for your return. But he's been rehabbing like crazy, and he's beat their predictions. I think Rey was supposed to be gone for like 3 months, I heard. But he's back in 6 weeks, but he said he was ready to compete. And he issued an open challenge. Pretty much Bobby Lashley came out, the guy that was speared through the whole Titantron thing. But, you know, Rey went at him. He hit a 619. And then Lashley came back with a spear and took him out. And then he dragged Rey Mysterio. He was going to throw him into the stage as the referee blocked him. But then he did it again. And he pretty much threw Rey onto 3 referees. I don't know how the referees more hurt than Rey Mysterio. Because Rey don't weigh a lot here, people. And then Lashley on the mic, which I feel like he botched his promo. So I'm the first man. No. I'm the only man standing. And I'll be the last man standing this Sunday at Extreme Rules against Strowman. So I guess they got to hype that match. But why do it at Rey Mysterio's expense? Why do it for a Rey Mysterio injury, okay? Listen, they buried Rey out here. They literally just jobbed Rey to Lashley. That's all they really did. You had him come back after 6 weeks, do an open challenge to get killed by Lashley. And I know Mysterio was pretty much hurting everything, but why are we making him look this bad for? I don't understand it. I don't know what the severity of his injury is, but if he really rehabbed and came back in 6 weeks, good for him. But I just don't really understand why did you bring him back to get buried in his return? That's all this really was, especially against Lashley in under a minute, which I question why is Rey Mysterio even on TV right now. I don't know this, like I said, I don't know the status of his injury. I'm just taking a guess here, people, but I don't know why they did that with Rey Mysterio. AJ Styles, Gallows and Anderson walk in the back. Talking about Ricochet tonight. I'll get to them soon enough. Cesaro went against No Way Jose. I don't really care. Submission, sharpshooter, there you go. The Street Profits were back again. And, you know, they were looking in the camera like they were beatboxing at first. And then they talked about Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus Shane and McIntyre, trying to hype that much. And they said, you know, anybody could be his partner. And they said, Undertaker getting attacked. And I was, you know, anyone could be his partner. Anybody. They kept saying it. Anybody. Maybe Kawhi Leonard. We gotta make an NBA joke right here. So what the Street Profits are hype men. I know people. I've said this too. I know people are gonna say discount Crime Time or whatever. But why are they here and they're the NXT champions and not wrestling on this show? Just like last week, they randomly show up, but they're not wrestling on this show. So what? They're hype men now or something? And I don't know how many people even reacted to their hype men stuff. So I don't know if the crowd was even silent. So why is this a thing? Mike and Maria, how's that 5-year contract doing good for you? Hey, they getting money, I guess, but you know, I don't know. She's sitting there, and Mike came with flowers, trying to apologize, and they are legitimately having a second kid, and they start, you know, Maria says she loves ice cream and pickles, and told her to get the non-fat ice cream, which she was get the non-fat, which she was pretty much pissed in. She said, go get the ice cream and pickles. And pretty much says, what kind of man taps out to a woman? So Mike Bennett continues to be a cuck. We'll come back later on into this as Maria was pissed then. Bayley and Nikki Cross were interviewed backstage about this whole Beat the Clock challenge. Why couldn't you do this on SmackDown if she's the SmackDown Women's Champion? As they talked about that whole thing, and that Bailey will face Sarah Logan tonight, which and Cross will face Dana Brooke. Two women haven't been on TV in a long time, especially Logan, because Bailey said that she's not afraid of chaos and everything, and that Logan brings everything she has, and I'll get to that sooner and later. And that Cross said Brooke is strong and bigger, but she's gonna prove how tough she is. So Bailey, let's play, as she says. R-Truth and Carmella was searching for Spud, as he thought the title was Baby, and started singing the lyrics to With My Baby Tonight by Jared and Road Dogg, which they ended, the people started chasing Spud. Truth, pretty much, of course, Carmella has to ride him like a piggyback most of the time, which they ended up heading in a different direction. The Viking Raiders went against two job guys, Colin and Devin Justin. Why? I don't know. Their entrance, I feel like it was crickets out there. And then what happens? Spud comes out with the title, and then Kurt Hawkins gets beats up. Truth looks at him and runs off. I don't know what they're doing. War Machine, War Raiders, War Vikings, Eric, Ebor, Hanson, Rowe. I don't know where are we going with this. I have no clue what War Machine or War Raiders or whatever they are. I don't know what they're doing at this point, okay? Ricochet came out. Let me say this about Ricochet. Ricochet ain't never been the best promo guy, okay? I've seen him before, even in Lucha Underground. It's the reason why they had Conan talk for him most of the time. But Ricochet came out, talked about everyone knew that Gallows and Anderson are gonna, Gallows is gonna be accompanied by Anderson Styles, and Ricochet said, he's gonna fight. He'll just have to fight all three of them. Then, as he's talking about his title thing, AJ came out as pretty much Styles was at ringside. Pretty much, Ricochet should pretty much appreciate the moment, because you got to face Gallows first, which he ended up beating Luke Gallows, rolling him up. He didn't put, AJ was pissed in. He put Carl Anderson in there then after that, as he was pretty much calling Ricochet a whole bunch of names. He ended up being Carl Anderson with the 630 as everyone tried to get involved. So Ricochet, since you reformed this whole Bullet Club thing, or makeshift Bullet Club, and you have this team now back together, Ricochet beats the guys that are supposed to be tag teams and everything, beats both of them decisively, almost three guys. But then next thing you know, AJ came in and attacked them. He hit a brainbuster on him. They hit a magic killer in on Ricochet. They were going to go for a Styles clash off the second rope again, but he says no. Styles got on the mic, says, hey, I'm a good guy, all right? Listen, you just stay down there, and I'll give you Sunday, and I'll finish you off from there. But Ricochet tried to get back on his feet. The club held him up, and AJ did a phenomenal forearm in. So I get to try to make Ricochet just look sympathetic and everything, and put heat on AJ, but hey, he just beat the two guys that just reformed this whole club thing again, okay? They also promoted the Evolve anniversary show this Saturday on the WWE Network, which of course that's going head to head with AEW Fight for the Fallen, the one that Kenny Omega is pissed about right now. So we'll see what goes on from that. Spud was talking to his wife again for the 24/7 title. Next thing you know, some Bugs Bunny cartoon-like stuff happens as Truth and Carmella come from the crate saying, Hornswoggle, that's my baby. You're going to give it back. Of course, the referee piggybacked on Truth as Carmella followed, also passing by Bailey. So, Spud and his very hot wife, I guess, escaped the building then. I don't know. We'll see. Shane and Drew talked to his janitor, saying, you want to make $5,000? All you gotta do is come out, be Roman Reigns' partner. You get some recognition here. Just put a mask on, because you want everybody to see who he was. So, we'll see where this goes. Then they want to pay off people $5,000. Bailey went against Sarah Logan. I swear to God, this is the first time I've seen Sarah Logan in so long. Sarah Logan looks a little bit different. I think some said she got in a better shape and stuff, but I thought she did good out there with Bailey. Now, as for the crowd, I don't think they really care, because they chanted CM Punk then during this match. But it was actually good to see Sarah Logan back in the ring doing something. Still has the Riot Squad music. I know Ruby Riot's hurt. Liv Morgan, I have no clue, but at least it was cool to see Logan do something. She had a lot of offense in there. But the match ended in 4 minutes and 32 seconds, which Nikki Cross had to beat by beating Dana Brooke. She ended up winning in 2 minutes and 42 seconds doing that neck breaker thing, and picking the stipulation. So Cross got into the, of course, start talking. Let me tell you something to your face, Bailey. She's gonna tell you what real friendship means and Extreme Rules. The title will be on the line in a 2-on-1 handicap match. So I guess either Bliss or Nikki Cross wins the title if they pin Bailey. Then why just make it a triple threat? Why'd you make it a triple threat match? That doesn't make sense. Cross says she would help Bliss win the SmackDown Women's title, that she has a friend of her own now, and that Bailey wishes she had a friend as loyal and honest as Bliss. And pretty much said someone needs to slap some sense into you. Bailey slapped Nikki Cross, then hit her with a belly to belly, and then an elbow drop, then leaving out after that. So a lot of stuff Nikki Cross had to say from that. I don't know why I just didn't make it a triple threat. Why is it a 2-on-1 handicap match for a title? I have no idea, okay? And you heard what chants out there too during this, so I don't know. Just why is it a 2-on-1? Mike Bennett, the cuck himself, came back with the ice cream and pickles as Maria was pissed about it. Because she'd get fat. I guess this is what happened with pregnant women, even though she just announced she was pregnant. But pretty much she asked if you would want to impregnate me if she wasn't already pregnant. He would say would, but she said that he would never do it, and pretty much I'm not sure about you impregnating me this time. Questioning him, look what you've done to me. Where is this going? Other than Mike Bennett made it look horrible, and Maria just looks like crazy wife that's pregnant now, yelling at him, trying to get some type of sympathy. Listen, I've said this like I said last week before. They brought this on themselves. Mike Bennett brought it on himself. You signed this contract, so there you go, okay? You sign it, you sign it. I know people didn't really care about the meeting the company anyways. But is it really gonna give him a push now? I don't know. I don't know where this is going. He's made you like a bitch. That's all he is. And, you know, other than talk about more people's relationships being shoved down their throats, Corey Graves interview Roman Rollins and Becky Lynch talking about their relationship, why they're gonna lose titles because their relationship. As Becky did all the talking, saying she knew what she was doing, that they backed up everything they said, and once Corbin and Lacey ends up finished, they won't get any more chances and everything. We're the champions, we're the ones taking charge around here. Pretty much Seth was like, okay, and walked off. So I heard people already saying, is Seth the bitch out of this whole thing? I do not know, but probably no need for that part, but pretty much I don't know where they're going with Seth on this. Is he made to look a bitch punk? I don't know, but it's like, oh, what she said. So there you go. They went back to the Street Profits again. Talking about if you smell what the Rock say, don't do that, fam, don't do that. And they talked about the whole Kofi and Samoa Joe thing, saying like they still got Kofi or they got Joe, which they said got him, which didn't really get that big of a reaction in. So I don't know where that's just going there. Roman Reigns came out, since we're in the nearly 10 minutes of the show. He came out. Shane McMahon, of course, is Mike Rome, best in the world, which you can hear Rome's voice crackle near the end, and it was actually hilarious because the fans started making fun of it. Shane and, McIntyre pretty much talking about that Roman just wants to be Roman, only cares about himself. McIntyre pretty much says, you don't gotta wait till Extreme Rules, we'll do this now. As Shane and Drew went against Roman and Gary Garbutt, which he ended up getting in the ring until he started doing all these crazy high moves of springboards, high kicks, that DDT does. That DT does. So what is this? I almost lost my train of thought, but this whole Gary Garbutt thing, the janitor just starts doing all these high spots, doing all these high moves, and the crowd's actually going chanting for Gary. Who is it though under the mask after the match when Drew finally hit the Claymore kick, since he was on a big hot finished tag roll and the people going for it? It's Cedric Alexander, which I kind of figured it was him for some reason. I could just look at his hands, but he was Gary Garbutt. It was, we like to see Shelton Benjamin more on TV, but the fact that he was the guy in the mask as as the mask, though, I'm gonna say about the mask, but Claymore kick, like I said, He had a mask on. He took the mask off. It was Cedric Alexander. So at least he got some TV time. He got a little bit of blood out there, but he got some TV time after, not Roman, but Shane and Drew get the win for the tag team championships. So yes, it's a Gary Garbutt there, pretty much putting on some type of show, flipping all over the place. So you got to see something from this. But overall, though, this show, what do I have to say? This show, listen, man, this is a go home show, because it was nice to see Cedric on TV, but he was under a luchador mask and janitor's closet. But the fans went nuts for it, though. But like I said, this is a go home show this Sunday, people. This is a go home show. Some people say Raw didn't do that much tonight due to the home run derby game, and they were watching that more than they were watching this show, which I don't blame them, because this show is just bad in general. But they were watching way more of that. Okay, they really were. Really tired there, but yeah, this is a go home show. People blame this on the MLB home run derby, but listen, you have a go home show. This wasn't no regular 1 week of Raw that it could be like, hey, it's just 1 week, who cares? I don't know if the ratings are gonna go down. Sometimes the ratings have been going up, even though these shows are bad because people just watching in general. But somehow, some way, they are pulling this off. I don't know. I don't even know why. This is the main event, but it was. But I guess we didn't see that much Shane on TV tonight anyway, so at least he's doing something else. And we saw I don't know, like Cedric with the GT. What am I saying? I'm losing my little train of thought right here, though. But yeah, Cedric, someone getting involved in this triple threat main event. But like I said, this is a go home show here, people. This is a go home show. Why is any of this bullshit happening? Because it is happening. I have no idea why, but that's Monday Night Raw for you. Okay, that's why this show is just bad. I don't know what else to really say from this, unless the ratings go up again. I don't know, but mostly everything was just kind of bad on here. It really was. Really tired for that. I guess a lot of yawning and everything, but I'm going to end this review from here. I am done with this because there's not much to say else I could say about Raw, and this was a go home show. It was bad. I don't know how many matches leave you more interested, but it was a lot of bullshit going on, from 24/7 belts and masked people, but they popped for Gary Garbutt, which was Cedric Rollins and everything. I don't know what to expect from this next. I just do not. But like I said, I am done with this Monday Night Raw review, okay? I don't care if it was long or not. I'm just here to get to the points of this and tell you why it was bad or if it was good. And most of this was bad. If I recommend, go watch the G1 Climax 29 or check out my review for it. Or go watch the Slammiversary review, or just watch Slammiversary in general, wherever you watch it, okay? But that's my review of Raw tonight. New Jersey, like I said, the crowd must have loved it because they didn't really boo that much. And some things maybe a CM Punk chant, but like I said, we'll see where this goes. I don't know, but we'll see where this goes this Sunday for Extreme Rules. But we still gotta get through SmackDown tomorrow because something could be added here and there too. Whatever, who's on roster at one point. But I'm gonna roll from here. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace. Comment, subscribe, find me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890.